Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 16 of our Season 3 for Medieval Dynasty on the new map. Today we're going to test out the Hunting Shack Tier 1 like I promised we would last episode and completely spaced. We're going to see if it's bugged or if they just changed the numbers on us. We'll also be working towards getting the main village set up in the newly selected location. We might purchase some pigs for fertilizer as well. I still haven't really decided on that one yet. But we are going to have some interesting engineering issues with the new village based on the hill and that little strip. So that's going to be fun to overcome. But if you guys learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. Hello, everyone. Scattered, Autumn, Joshua, how are you guys today? Hope you all had a fantastic day. I've had a rough couple of days. I pulled my back shortly after the stream Monday night, and yesterday was a really rough day at work. I only worked about half a day, so I had to stay a little bit late tonight. That's why we're getting started late. But that's all right. I figure if I stay a half an hour late every night, I should be able to make up the time. I am doing a little bit better today, though. I stopped up by the doctor yesterday and got some steroids, and that helped a lot. You're great. That's awesome. It's always good. All right, here we are. All right, we are coming up on a season change. All we have to do is sleep, but I'm going to throw this potage in storage first so it doesn't rot beyond what we need. I also want to see if we have anything that we can throw in the bins before we change the season, specifically to rot them. These apples can go, they're not eating them. Cabbage, we're about to get a crap ton more cabbage, so let's take a bunch. Alright, I forgot to put the potage in. Alright, we'll have to remember to do that. So this one should be full of meat, this one should be full of meat, and this one should be partially full of meat. Correct. But I figure if this stuff's going to waste anyway, we might as well waste it constructively, right? Okay. And we can put our cabbage in here. And there we go. So that'll get us a bunch of rot for fertilizer as well. Yeah, I'm doing quite a bit better. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to stream tonight, because if we had streamed on Tuesdays, I would not have been able to stream yesterday. It was that bad. But no, I'm actually doing quite a bit better today, surprisingly. Usually when that happens, it lasts about a week, so I'm very happy that it was only a day and a half or so. I'm sure the morning will still be a little rough, because when I first wake up, it's usually more stiff, but it's well on its way to mending, and I can't complain. All right. Our lovely pregnant husband. They really are. Oh, hey, our baby was born! Did we get a boy or a girl? We got a male. All right. I like Alaric. What else do we have available here? Are you seriously not going to let me? There we go. I would like our child to have a name that I can pronounce, because I am a dirty American that way. I am not great with other names. Gerald. Ugh. Godfried, that's pretty. Ghostlaw sounds like something you eat. Gotard sounds like something you call someone. Picked Andrew. Ingvar. That one's pretty. Ingvar. I like that. Janislaw, Jaromir. You know, we've never gotten much past the K's, so maybe we look a little bit lower this time. The M's are decidedly not inspiring. Nazir. Norbert. Norman. Oh. That would be an unfortunate name. Norman. Osmond? I like the spelling on Osmond. Racimir as opposed to Racimar. Or Racimir. Just an extra A. Well, we're getting towards the end here, guys. Tybald. Tybalt. Isn't Tybalt an English name? I could be wrong on that. But I feel like that's an English name. Wolfram. That's nice. Siegfried? I kind of like that one. I don't know. Did you guys see any that spoke to you? Ulrich? I kind of like Ulrich. What do you guys think? Did you see any that you like more than Ulrich? Hey, Melody. We're picking our son's name. I'm leaning towards Ulrich, but I'm not sure if anybody else has any input. That one's okay? Okay, well. If everybody's cool with that, we'll just go with Ulfric. You like that one? Okay, well, yeah, if everybody likes it, we'll just go with it. Oh, look at him being a good dad.
How are you?
You did a great job, my dear. I'm proud of you. I think this child will make us proud. What's on your mind? I don't understand people who... Alright, you know what?
Goodbye.
Siegfried and Roy. Hey, Jackie. Siegfried would be a pretty name, though. Especially with the spelling that they had for it. Alright, now I said last episode that we were going to try the Tier 1 hunting hut and move one of the hunters over to see what the numbers looked like, and completely spaced it until the very end of the episode. So we're going to start out by building that. We're probably going to tear it right back down. We might leave it up. I don't know if we'll do anything with it or not. Generally don't like the name choices. That's fair. I would prefer that they allow us to name the child ourselves, but fair enough. I honestly don't understand why they didn't. It has to, I mean, the coding has to remember a string either way. So they may as well just let us make the string. Alright, you know what? Let's put this somewhere that's out of the way, so that if we decide to leave it up, it's not going to harm anything. Sure, why not? We'll put it right here. That is not where I meant to go. That's where I meant to go. Alright, we wanted to do hunting, and a hunting lodge number 1. We'll get him lined up, get our ramps good here. So I hate to build this and then just tear it down. I feel like that's a waste of resources. So I'm hoping that we can put it in a place where we're still going to use it. So let's take our logs, and I think sticks for tier 1, right? It's just logs and sticks. And I don't think we need a particular lot of logs either. Log, sticks, and poop. What's it called? Straw.
My uncle had been building his house for
I did not grab enough logs. We were short by 5 logs. Did you know you can build the tier 2 over it, or you can go straight to tier 2 in the building process, which would save you resources. But we wanted to test this to see if 5 psych 5. We wanted to test this to see if they changed the numbers on the hunting shack or if it was just bugged for the tier 1. But yeah, I know that you can build over them. For this it was an experiment. If we just wanted another hunting shack, I would have just built a tier 2. I wouldn't have bothered with the tier 1. But in the interest of experimentation. Okay, so we'll move one of the huntresses over here. Little Ulrich. Wait, is our husband still working? Nope, he's a father now. Great. I don't know what we lost him from. I don't remember what he was in. It was something extraction based. One of the wood sheds, so that's fun. Oh, it was the one that's all logged too. We'll be okay with that. We'll be okay. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Right. Who are the huntresses? So they're both the 3 in hunting. So let's move her to the hunting lodge 1. We know that one tier 3 hunter and a hunting lodge 2 gave us 22 and some change meat. So we're going to see if it does the same here. And that was going all in on meat. So this time we will see if we get 22. It's looking good. Okay, so it's about half. So the tier 2 shed really does double the amount of meat that you get out of a single person. Hey, James. Kind of busy at work. All right. Well, we're glad for any time we get with you, James. So yeah, the tier 2 really is better than the tier 1. We get half the meat out of the tier 1 that we do the tier 2 with a single skill 3 hunter. That's good to know. Oh, we may as well just leave that up, I guess. Because we're going to move her right back out and into the tier 2 hut, because it would be pointless to leave her in there. Huh? Well, and we can double check that, actually, before we move her back. Let's double check that and make sure that I didn't have the numbers fudged in my head. Because weirder things have happened. I've been wrong before. No, you can already see it's at 10.99 at 45%. And there's only one of them in there. So yeah, you can easily tell that that's going to be 22. No, yeah, it is, yeah. The tier 2 is definitely worth it, and the tier 1 kind of isn't. Yeah, it was her. So it's not just that you get more workers, although also you get more workers. Which is beneficial as well. Let me make sure that I did that right. Yes, we're good. We're good, we're good. Okay, so let's get our rot handled straight out the gates. Oh. Nope. That was a mistake. So let's drop half of this. Yeah. And then we need to make sure that we harvest the oats so that we can make some animal feed. You kept tearing them down like a dope. You didn't know that you could... Oh, no! Yeah. Yeah, I can see that, because most games would make you have to completely replace the building. No, that's not an unreasonable thought. Unfortunately, it is not accurate. Where did our... There it is. Yeah, I can see how you came to that conclusion. That's unfortunate. So that's a lot of wasted resources. Even if you get the one where you get some of the resources back, you don't get all of them. Do we have any leftover rot? We do. Right. Psych. We need a scythe. Oh, nope, we have a scythe. We're good. I need to stop sprinting so we have stamina to harvest, though.
The sound of crunching leaves reminds me how much still needs to be done before winter.
Oh, missed one. Alright, we don't have to swing for this. Perfect.
Won't get anything done.
Alright, we need to make sure that we keep at least 25 of this back. That is not the right button or the right location. Alright, so that's 500 grain, and we only need to keep 25 of it. So let's put, well, let's do, nah, we'll do 25. We can do the 25 on our own. We don't need them for that. And then we need to take, our rye. How much rye do we have? We have a lot of rye. So let's take, how much? 500 of it? Well, we should really leave 300, so let's take 450. That's close. That's real close. Oh, we don't have very much straw on us, though. Well, we have 200. That's not nearly enough. We need close to 1,000 for this. And we need a little over 1,000 for this, actually. So let's take straw. That's all we have? I thought for sure we had more than that. We really got to make more rye. We'll plant more rye just for the straw, if nothing else. But 148 animal feed will go quite a ways. Sweet. Oh, sweet. That is something we needed. So that's the max on our carry weight for our mount. Next we'll go into Night Rider for faster riding. And then we'll wind up after these 3 points. We will have 1 point left and we'll put that in Skilled Orchardman. Animal feed. I do want to fill some things with that. I don't know why I came in here right away. I wanted to put some in with the donkeys so that they will breed. They will breed without a minder, but they will not breed without food. We found that out in Season 2. Hey, Jack. Hey, Geraldine. I got some food for you. Wow, it takes 50 to fill that? We should have made more. We should have made a lot more. Alright, and then the pigsty that we built. We'll fill that guy up too. So yeah, we definitely need to probably enlarge the 25 field as well to make more rye and oats. Because we only have enough left for, once we get the fold, we can fill that. And then we'll have 16 left for refills, and that's about it. Now, we could grab some of this cabbage, but I'm honestly thinking that we probably won't worry about it. We'll just let them do their thing. Because we did plant 3 fields worth of it. You know, we really should, though. We really should grab some of it. Alright, let's go grab some of it. So we need the stuff for rot. Because I don't intend to buy pigs just yet. We'll probably wind up with them eventually, but I think right now we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to rely on our cabbage for now. So we don't really have enough people to justify how much potage we can actually make. So I think we're going to wind up, depending on cabbage, we'll take this, however much cabbage we have at the end of this, that's at 100%. Because remember, they start crafting with the lowest percent stuff first. So everything at 100% will be out of the fields fresh. And we'll see how much we've got. We seriously can't even harvest an entire field? I already had something on us, didn't I? I had to have. Or we just got that much cabbage. I suppose that's possible too. Yeah, come on, Geraldine. We got a runaway cabbage. But if we divide out what we have in cabbage by potage, how much potage it'll make, we can use math to figure out how much meat we need for said amount of potage. And set up the hunting shack accordingly and just dump the rest into materials that we can use for crafting, either for money or for usefulness. But that'll tell us what it's safe to set the meat to. Although we hunt, we're going to get our own meat too. I guess it really doesn't matter. We're not on as strict of a material kick as we were in Season 2 because we're not going for the coin challenge, so... If we're a little bit off on something, it's not the end of the world. Although it is nice, the cabbage seeds are worth 5 now instead of the 2 that they were. So that's actually worth the money too. Like, none of this is going to be wasted. And we might wind up to flatbread here soon. So that's probably not a terrible idea either. You know, they go north to south, I guess, don't they, when they harvest? And I have a tendency to go east to west. Which is kind of awkward. Seriously. We didn't even grab that much. We've got to be holding on to something heavy. This doesn't seem right. No, that's apparently 100 kilograms worth of cabbage. Did they make cabbage way more? Whoops. I just ate one of the cabbages. I meant to drop them and I ate it instead. Well, harvesting this much cabbage is a giant pain in the butt. I did not expect it to be quite this bad. Good for me, eating a cabbage. I feel like I might be sick. I ate something green intentionally. That's not true, though. I eat vegetables. I just prefer meats and pastas. Well, I even had fresh green beans and carrots with dinner tonight. I would be, in all honesty, I would be carnivorous if I could get away with it nutritionally. I absolutely love meat, and there's almost nothing else I would rather eat. Unfortunately, that is just as unhealthy for you as not eating meat is, so you really need a balanced diet to be healthy, unfortunately.
Starting to feel guilty that I don't do anything. Nobody gave me any assignments, but still, I don't want to be lonely anymore.
Alright, so these guys are going to town. Wow! Look at you go. Alright, this should be our last trip out here. All right. So at this point, we will set them up for rye. I don't know that I want to do all 3 fields of rye. I feel like that's going to be excessive. Let's see how close we are to the... Okay, so that's 2,600 cabbage that we just made. So we're going to go ahead and take this 800 because it is more than likely that it is all going to handle this for us. You'd eat veggies and pasta over meat any day? Well, to each their own. I don't judge anybody's dietary preferences. I just prefer meat myself. The texture and flavor. All right. So we need 450 food a day. So if we take 450 times 12 for 3 days a season, 4 seasons a year, that's 5,400 food. Divided by 70 means we need 77, we'll call it 78 potage to feed our current village demand. So if we have 78 potage that we need to make a year, then we can divide that by 12. And that's going to give us 6.5 potage a day. So if we go into our kitchen, love bacon though. Fair enough. Where's our kitchen? It's production. Wait, oh, I'm just blind. And we can't see how much potage a day they're going to make because we don't have any bowls. So we're going to have to make some bowls, unfortunately. We don't really need them at the moment, but I need at least a bowl to see what we're doing. So we'll make 5, and that'll let us see how much potage a day they can make. And we can adjust accordingly. Right, bowls are in here.
What would you all do without me, you thirsty bastards?
Okay, I like the well girl. She's funny.
How can I
Tomira,
help you? Good luck.
she's 30. That checks out. How much do animals use in animal food a day? It's different based on the animal. How many of them are children? How many of them are adults? How many you have? What species they are? There's a lot that goes into that. Alright, so let's put the bowls in there. And now we can check and see what the kitchen's got going. Oh shit, the smithy's out of something. Oh, they're out of copper, that's fine. Okay, so they're making 11.5 a day, and we only actually need 6.5, so we're going to drop this back to 6.5. Maybe 7. We'll leave that at 7. Let's see. We know we're going to have them eventually do flatbread. I don't know that there's really anything else that we need, though. We could have them roast the fish for us. Yeah, let's have her roast fish. That way her production skill keeps going up. And we can make extra money because roasted fish is worth more than raw fish. So that'll give us some extra money as well. But that way we're not dramatically overproducing. Now, if we look at the recipe for potage, I believe that it's 2 meat and 5 cabbage, but I could be wrong on that.
After all.
Nope, it is 2 cabbage and 3 meat. So we need a third more cabbage. Yeah, we're perfectly fine on meat. So if we're making 7, times 3 times 12. That means that we need to, well, actually we don't need the times 12. We need 21 meat a day to keep our potage making going. Not sure if it's accurate, but it seems if animal food lasts longer in Oxbow. You know, I don't know. I don't know if they adjusted that or not. So we only need 21 meat a day to keep up with our potage, which means we can actually drop this down a little bit and pump even more into leather and or feathers. I think leather's probably... maybe not. That only gave us, what, an extra half a day? And that gives us an extra feather a day. Okay. Well, that got us an extra feather a day. That's worth it. Of course, we're going to have to shift that again if we get any more people. I'm not super big into filling up the Hunter's Lodge right away, though. The whole idea in filling it was to give it a fair shake. But honestly, with 2 people in there, it's already doing what we need it to, so I'm not going to worry about it. We do need to set up the fields before we leave, though. Because I will forget if we do not. So we want rye. You know what? Let's just do them all in rye. We need the straw. Need someone good at math to let you know. Yeah, I don't have the prior numbers to compare to, though, so it's kind of a compared to what issue. I do know that the chickens will give you more eggs faster than the geese, but the geese give you more eggs per consumption of animal feed. So if you're just looking for an efficient use of eggs, then the geese are actually better. But beyond that, I didn't really delve too much into it. A single field of 25 was enough to keep us up. I think we used 50, and we almost never came even close. We even skipped years because we had so much animal feed. That's flax. That is not what I meant to do. I meant rye. So we're going to have them do everything up in rye. Alright, so we tested the hunting one shack. That was going to be our big thing here. Now, we do need to figure out... So here we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 64 straw. We could take the planks, but the planks are going to be heavier. So I don't want to take the stuff to make the tier 2 right away. We'll just upgrade it once it's built. We don't have any straw, psych. That's the whole reason we were planting so much rye. That's a problem. I don't know how many logs we're going to need, but it's going to be a lot. You know what? Let's get the straw. We need 64 straw. That is one nice thing about living here is we've got reeds right here. And 64 sounds like a lot, but with this many reeds this close by, it's really not a problem. Gonna do the dishes while you listen. Let's hear from multitasking. Fair enough. Alright, so we already got way more than we needed. I was not paying any attention whatsoever. I was thinking ahead. And we all know I can only focus on one thing at a time. Alright, so we've got this. Let's get Geraldine over here, because we're going to have some weight. Come on, girl. I hear you. Alright. So, how many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 8. So we're going to take like 32 logs, and that may or may not be enough. Can always use the extra for animal feed, absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, sticks. We're just going to take a fistful of sticks. But I want to get a resource storage up where we're putting the new village before we get too excited. Wow, there's a couple of quests around now. 2 in Piastovia and 1 in each village. We might have to check those out too.
People often
Let's at least get this up, though, so that we don't have to keep referring to the location. And having an extra storage, we'll leave that other one up over at the other, where we were going to do the main village, just for extra storage. I don't know that we'll ever upgrade it or anything, but at least it'll be nice to have some extra storage on the map. It's better than tearing it down. We do need to, at some point, though, get over there and finish that house. And thankfully, people don't have to live near what they're crafting. So as long as we don't put a farmer in that house is still useful. But I mean, it's only a couple of planks shy of being finished. There's some wolves up here, if I remember right. Yep, I hear them. Alright. Oh, shit. Was riding right at that one. Is that a bear or a Wyson? Okay, we're good. And we even have this nice little road down to the road. Like, this is really a nice place. I do want to get rid of some of these trees, though, and various other things. Nope. Like, these bushes are going to drive me nuts. Okay, that's not flat enough. That is, but it's too close to trees. So let's get this guy going and see if that doesn't help a little bit. Storage 1. Sure, why not? I did not grab any rocks, apparently. Good thing there's some up here. I could have sworn I grabbed rocks. Maybe it was for some... Oh, I did grab rocks. I grabbed rocks for the hunter shed. Which made sense because we used them on the hunter shed. Great. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I counted 2 tiles too many. I thought it was 4 on the back and it's only 2. That's an oopsie. Well, the extra material's not going to hurt though. We can just throw it in storage. Alright, there we go. So at least we've got this guy established now. That's going to go a long way for this next part. But let's go see what the new quests are before we get too into building up here. That is unfortunately not even with the cliff face, which is mildly upsetting to me. Although it looks like over here it straightens out to where it is more or less perpendicular. That's alright, though. I wanted the houses to be down a little bit further. That's why I pulled it in so far. Because I want houses that look out onto this. Because it's just absolutely gorgeous. Alright, let's go see about them quests. There should be one right here. Wait. The well needs buckets. That's fine. The farms are fine. Animals are good. Production should be okay now. Except for the smithy, right. I just don't understand why we have 7 of those up there. Is the hunting shack alright? Yeah, the hunting lodge is fine. I don't understand. I don't know where they're getting 7. Realistically, I only see one person that's out of tools. Sometimes I think they just make things up. Because every time we leave the village, something explodes.
My favorite times of the year are the parties between seasons. Good thing that only selected people are invited to those.
Alright, well, Edmund, you are not invited to our village, sir. Well, you're an extractor anyway. We really need more farmers. And producers are probably good too. Do we even have anything empty right now? 2 hunters. We need 2 male hunters. I'm not super excited about filling up the hunting shack, but realistically, that's what we really need.
How do you do?
You're not a hunter though, are you? No. And no. And no. Okay, that's alright. It's probably best if we don't grab anybody right now because we don't have any housing for them outside of hunters, so... Also, we just did all that math for the food. It would be a shame to disrupt what we actually need.
We should have a tavern.
You should have a tavern, sir. Wait, are you just staring at the corner? Were you bad?
Oh, it's you again.
A moment of respite. Can I help you with something? Oh yes, I need it. First, those bloody mosquitoes make my life miserable, and now my wife has gotten crazy. The last time she was this excited was during our honeymoon. I don't understand what's going on in her head. What's wrong with her? Everything. She wants to adopt a kid, even though we don't have any spare space at our house and are constantly bitten by these little buzzing monsters. Thankfully, she's not the only one who wants to take him in. Bronimir's wife, Zyuia, is also interested in the little guy. I know Estoya accepts everyone, but I would prefer him to go to a family other than ours. It's for the best. Do me a favor and talk to them, will you? Ask them about a kid named Janik. It's a weird thing to do, but alright. No problem. I'll see what these 2 aspiring mothers... I'll talk to these 2 aspiring mothers and see what they have to say. Because I kind of want to see their side of it before we take anybody's side. Right. We need to actually activate the quest site. Come on, man. At least they're both here in town. That should make this fairly quick. Of course, you know, famous last words. Now it's going to want something from the ass other end of the map. Because that's how that always works. Hello there. Have you seen the boy who recently wandered into the village? His name is Janik, and he's gorgeous. This little man is mature and clever beyond his years. I wish I had that smart little man by my side. You seem to be very excited about the child. And what about your husband? After all, he doesn't agree to taking a child. Well, let's see what she has to say. This one is crazy. Lovely. Janik is acting almost like a grown-up. There isn't much I'll have to do for him other than put a roof over his head because he's already well brought up. Besides, the boy is very handsome and will surely grow up to be a prince. With someone like him, I could stroll with pride across the village. Do you think that you would be suitable as a foster mother? Of course, I've already raised one child that didn't come out of my womb, Radomila. She was a monster. This girl was almost never home. It was an ordeal to get anything through her head. I devoted but so much time and nothing came of it. Janik will be different. I'm sorry, lady, but if you raised one kid and she turned out to be a monster, I really don't think you need another kid. The boy is so smart he will not want to parade around with you like a show pony. I feel like that's true, too. Also that. What do you think the kid feels? Alright, let's go talk to the other mom. We're going to wind up not having anybody adopt him, aren't we? Welcome to the nicest place in all the Oxbow. I've just learned that we have a new potential member of our community. A young child has found its way to Astoria. That's why I'm here. Do you think you could take on raising another child? Of course, I'm an experienced mother. I already have 2 children of my own. Astoria never refuses those in need. I would not forgive myself if I broke this rule. It's the whole point of our existence here. What do you think of the orphan? The poor thing has certainly been through a lot. Such a young girl should not be on her own. Here, they're not talking about the same kid, are they? She will be able to live peacefully without disturbing anyone. No one will ask her about her background or her parents. In Astoria, we are all equal, especially since me and my husband, Bronomir, strictly obey the local rules. The child is a boy. His name is Janik. Have you seen him at all? I haven't had the opportunity yet, but whether I see it or not will not change my attitude towards the child. Astoria is open to anyone who adapts to our rules, of course. Should learn something about the child first. I'm leaving. That's awkward. One of them just wants basically to be a pageant mom, and the other one wants a girl, apparently. Oh, hey. Sticks. And the kid's standing in a barrel. I thought he was handsome and smart. He's standing in a barrel. Good morning, lady. I've been standing here for a long time. The locals just point fingers at me and say that there's a debate about which house to put me in. They tell me to wait, but I'm very hungry and thirsty. Do you mean to say that they're arguing about raising you and forget to feed you? Maybe they're busy. I don't want to be a burden, but I'm really hungry and thirsty. Could you bring me some bread and a few drops of water to wet my mouth? Do not get in anyone's way and do no harm. Is that how these rules went? Pathetic. I'll feed you, boy. These people, don't worry, kid. I'll help you out. You'll starve before they decide. No, you're no use to anyone dead. I'll find you something to nibble on. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll help the kid out. We don't have any bread. Is there a food merchant here? There's a farmer. There's a fisher. Do you have any water skins? You should. Because we make them in the tailoring hut, so she should have some. She does. So buy one of those.
See you soon.
Alright, so we actually need to equip this to make it work, if I remember right. Yep, right like that. Perfect. Of course. Why did I think anything would work out? Alright, and then we need dried meat, a wheat roll. Dried meat and a wheat roll is all. Dried meat we can get easily. The wheat roll might be a different story. I don't know if the farmer has finished food like that. I'm a little worried that he won't. Possibly she. I don't remember. We do have some things that we can trade for it, though. No, 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 no. Ah! So that's the thing that happened. Well, while we wait for that, we can always get back up here and do some more building. Or we can go pick up some other quests. You know what? Let's just build a fire. It'll be easier all the way around. I'm getting deja vu here. How far do we have to run before it's no longer restricted? Yeah, I'm more worried about the roll, to be completely honest. Dried meat's not really a problem. We just had our kid and we spent our first night after he's born elsewhere. You had to go to Piastovia for yours? So the hunter doesn't have any... Oh, hello. I don't see any hostiles. Oh, nice. And there's a spork. You know we have to keep the spork because of the quest from the other season, right? Oh, that's a lot of neat seeds. Oh, oh, is that a large simple backpack? Oh, man. That would have been a great find earlier on. Eh. We don't really need fur anyway, so it's not a big deal. I was going to try the farmer, but I'm worried that the farmer's not going to have the oat roll, especially after you said that. Or the wheat roll, rather. I see that you're awake there, lady. I can see your eyeballs. Get up.
How do you do?
No, we got nothing. Alright, yep, we're gonna have to go to Piastovia. Probably should have just slept at home in that case. We'd have been like right there. Is it straight west? No, west and a little north. You know what? I'm feeling lazy.
Spent more time with this horse than with my family. Oh, it's you again.
I feel like all of the fares are much cheaper in this map. 130? That was it? Also, I mean, we've got that much in coins for our... on us for what we could spend them on. Do we have anything easy and worth a lot? Looking for a scythe, a bronze scythe. We actually have one of those on us. So let's go ahead and take that one. Blank logs and sticks for... We need the Dynasty reputation. I'm not hunting badgers. Those little bastards are hard. Okay, so who wants the scythe? Is it somebody here in town? It is.
A friend of mine from other village said he'll show me where you can find the
What are you stuck on, Geraldine? Jeez. Okay, so we need to unequip this or it's not going to let us trade it. Oh, and it's almost broken too. That's perfect. Be welcome, taxpayer. I've got the scythe, although I have to say the note's handwriting gave me the creeps. I know, the man who gave me the note was even more disturbing in person. Very quiet and very peculiar, pale as a ghost and thin as straw. I've never seen him before. Strange, I wish I'd met him. Or maybe I don't.
Have a nice day.
I'm assuming that was supposed to be a reference to the Reaper. Another log in the wall. That's cute. 6 logs, 2 planks, and 18 sticks. And we can grab some extra stuff to sell while we grab that. But the Dynasty reputation is mainly what we're after with these. The money's nice too, but the Dynasty reputation, really. But we sold him a mostly busted scythe for full price, so I'm okay with that. Wait, do we have a quest in the village? We do! We have a quest in the village! What you need, buddy?
How can I help you?
She can. I have a bit of a problem. I had an argument with my friend over wine, and I believe the best wine is plum wine. My friend claims it's cherry wine. To each his own. I don't see a problem. Well, we wanted to organize a degustation to solve this dispute once and for all. I was supposed to bring plum wine. The problem is I drank it all because I couldn't resist the temptation. Oh, I see. And I desperately need a bottle of plum wine or I'm going to lose. I can bring you the plum wine, but everything comes with a price.
Good luck.
Add that to the list of things we need. 2 planks, 6 logs, and 18 sticks. $18. All right. That's him covered. Now we also needed, how much dried meat? Was it just one? Just one dried meat. Now we did throw some extra leftover meat that we had in here, so we can just take that and dry it. Alright, there's that solved. And then we need to scramble anything that we can to sell. If we're going to be going anyway, we may as well make some money while we're at it. Let's take the beer bottle. Oh, I guess we did put the bags away. Okay. Brown. No, we need to leave the bronze knives. The bronze picks. That is a whole lot of bronze shearing scissors. I don't know why we have so many. Cabbage seeds. We could take a bunch of those. Well, we need to leave at least 300, so we can take 196. Now, let's take 150. Because we need to leave them a little bit of extra. Because they never use exactly the amount like they're supposed to. Copper arrows we can sell. Copper shovel we can sell. Cudgels we can sell. Hops can go. Mead bottle can go. Stone pickaxes can go. Wine bottles we want to stay. Alright, we can make that work. It's not ideal. We're not going to clean the town out by any means, but it's better than nothing. It'll at least make back what we're about to spend. Degustation equals tasting, does it? That's neat. I did not know that. I honestly assumed it was a translating error, to be completely honest, but I have not actually heard that word before, so I learned something useful today. That's exciting to me. You looked it up, right? You know, another fun word that is oddly specific is defenestration.
Hello.
This should do for renovating the town walls. It sure will, thank you. Your contribution to ensuring public safety won't go
Thank you.
unnoticed. Anytime.
You know how it is with monarchs. Do what they say, but do not get too close to them.
Okay, plum wine is probably going to be this guy, I would bet. Probably wrong,
How
but...
do you do?
What? Oh. Perhaps you would like to become one of my local farmers and have your wares sold on the prestige... No. Not sure it's the most prestigious stall in Piastovia, but it's sure the only one selling food. Especially looking for some sweet beetroots. I'm not gonna get you beetroots. Aw, oh, crap. I'm stuck getting him beetroots
Hi,
now.
friend.
Plum wine, plum wine, plum wine. Your favorite is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Excellent. Plum juice, plum wine, there we are. Alright, so there's
Whatever you
his
need,
quest.
take care.
And then we need J... Medieval marketing. 70 beetroot, you monster. I'm not planning
How
beetroot
do
for
you
you.
do?
And you only have 44.
Whatever you need, good luck.
Right. We need to actually
How are
sell
you?
things instead of just buying stuff. There we go. There's all our money back. Well, not quite. He gave us a bunch of beetroot seeds to make him beetroots. We're just going to sell him back the seeds. It's fine. It's fine.
Goodbye. Hello.
Does he have the... Was it oats?
Can
I already
interest-
forgot what
goodbye.
type of roll it was. This is fantastic.
Okay.
Wheat roll.
How can I?
All the way down in the W. Alright, cabbage.
Can I take care?
How is
Because that's just what she needed, was more bags.
whatever? See you soon.
This bloodstain looks a bit suspicious.
Hello.
Right, so long.
Alright.
Hello, madam.
Oh, crap. Your master isn't the youngest, but he can still show you the basics. Got decades of experience. With my taste and creativity, I'll be unstoppable. I'll learn more. Awesome. That was not at all what I wanted. She's the one that I wanted to talk to.
Can I?
So we can sell her the rest of the bags. And some of the other miscellanea. We have to keep the spork. We can't sell the spork off. No, we can't sell anything off.
It was nice seeing you.
Alright, what about you, lady?
I wonder when the new supplies are going.
Hello, madam.
Oh,
See you later.
you're not the merchant at all. I've been juked. Are you one? Yeah, you're one. Okay, so let's finish off with our sellables. Alright, so he's got a lot of money that we're not going to be able to tap, and that's fine. We could always go home and make some stuff, but I'm not going to worry about it. What are we sitting at? Are we still above... Oh, yeah. I was going to ask if we were still above 20 grand, but we're actually above 30 grand now, so that's a thing that happened. Oh, I guess we already have both the quests from here. So let's go ahead and go back to them. Feed that poor child that's been stuck in a barrel while everybody's arguing about who's going to adopt him. And nobody even has talked to him to see what he needs. I really don't want to adopt him either, though. We just had our own kid. I don't need another one. I really hope it doesn't try to get us to adopt him. Is that a cave? No. It looked like it could have been, though. That would be a good spot for them to add a cave. You would adopt him? I'm barely responsible enough to keep myself alive. I don't know what I'd do with a child. You were a foster mom years ago. That's very important. We really need that. I mean, it's great that you did that. I do not think that is work I am cut out for. Because I was not exaggerating. I can barely keep myself alive. I've done some very stupid things over the years, and frankly, it's a miracle I survived to adulthood. Hello, good lady. I'm smelling some delicious food. Is that for me? Yes, it's nutritious and should satisfy your hunger for some time. It's not much, just a simple treat, but should be fed for a while. Wanted to eat it myself, but so be it. I'm not such a degenerate person as to deny a child. Oh, could you imagine if we accidentally gave him the plum wine instead?
Do you have any gossips? The juicier the better.
Thank you for saving my life. The food tastes as good as ever. In the meantime, I heard some rumors in the village. I was told that 2 families are thinking of taking care of me. They can't come to an agreement, so I have to make the choice myself. Will you help me make up my mind? Dobrosolka watched you closely. She has nothing for you but praise. Zue is a woman of principle. It might be a bit rigid under her roof, but you'll lack nothing. Both women want to use you for their personal gain. You'll be more of a household decoration, and for her, you're fulfilling her moral duty to the village principles. It's hard to say which family would be better for you. You know what? Honestly, I gotta go with 3. Neither of them are gonna make good parents. The one just wants him as a show pony, and the other one didn't even know what gender he was. That doesn't sound good. Maybe living here is not the best idea after all. I'll have to think about that. Could you visit me in a while? I wouldn't want to starve again. I'm curious to see where you'll end up. I'll come by in sometime. The next day. Alright, so in the interim, let's visit the farmer here and get the rest of the beetroot that we need. And we can go turn that in and then take our wine to our boy in the village. So we only need 26 more. Farmer.
How is life treated?
Alright, so we wanted beetroot. It starts with a B, psych. I always start scrolling down. Oh, are you kidding me?
Best goods in the realm. Have a good day.
Oh no, that was enough. Okay. Oh no, it's not. We're 7 short. Yeah. Oh no, we have 77. We have 7 too much. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care if we have extra. You can have it. Where is Geraldine? There she is. Alright, we'll get him the beetroots. And then we can go turn in our wine to our guy in the village. And then we can head towards Skauki and see what they've got for us. While we wait for that poor kid. I hope that the quests keep up in this general quantity, because it's really nice having something to do constantly like this. Once you've built up your village and everything's more or less automated, if you can keep the quests rolling like this, where there's something to do every day, that would be very, very nice. What are they out of? Speaking of keeping things rolling, we've already dropped the ball. The farmers are... Oh, the fishing hut is out of spears, I'm assuming? No, it's just out of fish. That's fine. The farm shed is out of... everything. They need hose and bags, apparently. That doesn't seem right. We should still have bags in storage. Nope, they are out of simple bags. Alright, the simple bags, we can get them right away. The hose are going to be a different story. I suppose we can make some wooden hose. They don't necessarily have to be bronze, do they? Just something to hold them over until we get back to the village proper. So we don't lose any farm time. So this leather that I was going to use for making bags is actually going to go towards leather bags. Alright, and then as far as hose go, yep, a log and 5 sticks. We'll just make 3 of them. That's 15 sticks. Sure. Because I really want them to have bronze, so we're going to have to give them bronze. We're just not going to worry about it right this moment. Wooden starts with a W. So we'll come on down here. It takes care of those. And then the simple bags. There you go, guys. I don't know why the farming thing isn't disappearing. They should have the tools now. That was very, very close. We are going to probably lose a donkey to that at some point. Because I'm going to be running in the dark and not paying any attention, and we're going to go head over tea kettle right there. Especially since it's right outside where our village is. Alright, so that's this guy handled.
Nobody understands me.
Cabbage, cabbage, what rhymes with cabbage? Package, adage, baggage. Oh, I'm sorry, do you have the beetroots? I do. The question is, do you still need them, or would you rather pursue a career as a poet? Oh. Well, I need these rhymes for work. I thought that if I could come up with some funny poems about my wares, more people are going to come and buy them. My son gave me this idea. The boy has quite an imagination. Maybe you could help me a little? Maybe you should find a bard or someone like that, but I'll try to do my best. Let's do this. You won't find a better poet in the Oxbow. I'll do my best. Great, let's start with onions. Onions have layers. Oh my god, that's a Shrek reference. Players, I'm guessing? They're great for all players. Onions have layer. Oh, I like that one. Buy from me an egg. It won't cost you an arm and a leg.
It's the season of preparation.
Now the last one. Once you eat my bread, it will never leave your head. You'll feel like newlyweds. Your enemies will drop dead. You'll be free from dread. How about that one? Thank you for your help. So, what about this What do you think about this idea? To be frank, I think it's down. Actually, that's not terrible. Slogans are huge in marketing. I hope people are going to like them. Thank you once again for your help, and please come back to see how my business is doing. I'll sure do that, but I believe everything's going to turn out great.
See my wares. If you don't like what you find, well, we all make mistakes.
Come see my wares. If you don't like what you buy, well, we all make mistakes. The next season? You guys are killing me. Alright, at least this guy's got to be doing a thing. Oh, these technically count as story quests. Okay. Okay, well that's fun. No wonder they're worth so much Dynasty points. Oh, we should see over here too whether or not we have... we don't want hunters. I gotta stop getting distracted. Who are you? Ah, our fisher. Out doing fishery things. I don't... these trees grew back and it looks better than the stumps did, but the spacing's weird to me. It's not symmetrical. Which I suppose makes sense because nature's not really symmetrical, but still. What you doing over there, buddy? Oh, you're a miner. Okay.
How is life treating
Here's your wine. Great, you're on time. Here, that's for your trouble, and one more thing before you go. What is it? What's your favorite wine? I hate to do it to him, but it's cherry wine. And you too, traitor against me? Yes. Alright, so we have one that wants us to wait till the next season. The next day and the next season. So at this point, we can head to Skowkie and see what they've got going on. Although I feel like this field hasn't been touched yet. Did you guys do this one already? Yes. Okay. So there's that at least. Well, we're halfway through the season. They're almost done with this field. And they're almost done with this field. They'll probably, if all four of them jump on this field, they'll get it no sweat. I don't know if all four of them will work on it or not, but that's alright. Oh, I wonder if there's any bandits in this building. Nope, not this time. We could finish up that other house while we're out here. That way we'd at least have somewhere to stick people. It's not a terrible idea. Let's go to Skowkie first, but let's finish up that house on our way home. That way at least it's done and it's not just sitting there costing us taxes and not providing anything for us. Oh, it's a fox. I was trying to figure out why that bird was so large. It's because it's not a bird. All right. You never liked wine? I actually really like strawberry wine. Like, actually in real life. I think it's super tasty. Oh, it's a kiddo. Bogdana. I like rum as well. Can I help you with something? There's an ogre in my privy. What? An ogre? An ogre. It's sitting there for so long. And I won't go to another privy. The other ones are stinky. Alright, I'll check that. It's a guy. It's just a normal dude. That's my guess. You love this quest. Watch, it's probably like her dad or something. Here's some unpleasant noises from inside the privy. Is there anyone there? Hi, man. I'm sorry for blocking the privy, but I was in need. Better go somewhere else. It may take a while. Digestion problem? How did you guess? Wait a second. Could you bring me something for poisoning? I beg you. Don't need to beg. I got you covered. Instant poison cure. There are no... Crap. We don't have an alchemist in this village, do we? No. No, we do not. Do we have the recipe for that ourselves? Or is it something we can make with things that we have on hand? Instant potion. We don't have instant anything yet. We're not to the tier 2 hut. Well, poop. Instant cure, huh? How long do we have to complete this? No limit. So we could always just come back next season and assume that they spent an entire season locked in the outhouse. Which would be mildly entertaining. Alright, let's go finish that house on our way back to the village. Then we can sleep through the night and go see what that boy needs. And purchase the potion for this person. Alright, where are we in relation? So, actually, yeah, if we just head straight ahead. How did you spend your last 3 months? In the privy. Nope, yep, we're still headed the right way. I think all that we needed was planks. We didn't have a means to make them out here, was the main issue. Let's just grab like 24, maybe 36 just to be sure. Alright, so that's the house done. So at least we can get more people now. Alright. Really? There we are. Where's your friend? I know there's at least 2 of you. Probably 3 because it's summer, or fall. I think winter there's only 2. There he is. Oh no, that's a piggy. I mean, still, it's like it's a moral imperative that we kill all the piggies at this point, so... That was a lot of pigs. Would you stop torquing it up at the last second, please? Thank you. Because she was out of breath. So I should have let my stamina come back, then we wouldn't have wasted 2 arrows. Oh, there's the other wolf. Can you stop for just a moment, please? Thank you. Well, this wasn't meant to be a hunting trip, but I mean, it worked out. We actually didn't need the meat at all. But we were running low on leather, so the boars are actually going to be good for that, even if they don't provide a terrible lot. And we're looking at, what, 6 per? It's 24 total. 23. Oh well. Cook up some bacon and eggs, please, and biscuits and gravy, right? Well, Lord knows we have enough pig for the bacon. And there is some venison over here for us. I hadn't intended to hunt them, though. There we are. Alright, so the potion of cure is the only thing that we really need to buy. You have fresh eggs? Your chickens started laying in your garden? That's awesome! My aunt keeps chickens, so we get fresh eggs pretty much whenever we want them. They really should add bacon, eggs, and sausage to the game. That would be kind of cool. I would not be upset with that. Alright, we recouped the leather that we used earlier, so that's cool. That's a wash. The extra backpack and the simple large backpack we'll put in here. The spork's going to go in with our other treasures in our house. He didn't take the wheat roll? Weird. I don't know why the kid didn't take the wheat roll. I had pet ducks when I was a kid, but I've never really kept farm animals. I was not a 4-H kid. We moved so much that keeping animals like that was unrealistic when I was a child, and as an adult I just haven't really had the time or the inclination. I mean, I have cats. It's not like I don't have pets, but I feel like chickens are not pets. They're still animals, and they deserve respect, but I don't know that you can really cuddle with a chicken the way that you would a cat or a dog. I could be wrong. Like I said, I've never had them, so that is based on assumption. But they do not strike me as cuddly creatures. Your health got bad, you couldn't keep up with the coop. That's understandable. Pets with benefits. Poop breakfast? Oh. From a cloaca. Alright, so let's put our treasures away. So we've got our old ring, we've got the breathtaker that we stole. And now we've got... I don't know what I did with it. The spork. Oh, that's so cute. That is a big baby. For having only been born yesterday, that baby is massive. I mean, I was 10.5 pounds, and I don't think I was quite that big. I could be wrong, though. Whoa. What are you... Wow, he just pulled a magic trick with the baby. He waved his arm, and a child appeared.
Oh.
Your husband didn't want to eat them at first. You had to explain how they were healthier than store-bought. They absolutely are. They're not treated with chemicals. They're not... Yeah, no, it's absolutely healthier than store-bought. And you can guarantee that your chickens don't have any diseases because you can identify. That's not to say I won't still eat store-bought eggs if I have to. But, no, yeah, the eggs that my aunt gives us are much better. Better for you and better, tasting, in all honesty. When you were in high school, you were in FFA? Awesome. You had chickens as your project and would go to judging contests, but you only went to them for the girls. Fair enough, man. That was when I lived in Montana. There were a handful of boys in FFA, but there were a crap ton of girls in FFA. Which, for those of you that aren't familiar, FFA is Future Farmers of America. It's similar to 4-H in the eastern part of the country. Only they also, I believe they also go into crops in FFA, but I could be wrong on that. I was not a member, I just knew what it was.
How can I help you?
Nope, you're not the potion person. The potion person's a gal, isn't it? I just don't remember which gal. I want to say she's the green hoodie one? The green shirt with the... Yeah, this one?
How is life?
Yeah, I was right. Wow. Somebody want to write that on the calendar? Your daughter was an FFA? Got her A's from helping raise the chickens. Fair enough. Stamina, saturation. We wanted instant cure. There it is.
Can I see you soon?
Alright, so... Let's hitch a ride. Catch a ride. Wait, wrong game. We can get a ride to both of the towns, actually. Because Lord knows we have the money, and it's better than riding all over them. So we want to go to Skalki, and I believe it's Astoya, isn't it? Let's go to Skalki. I know it's Skalki for sure. But I think the other one's Astoya. I could be wrong, though. Nope, it was Astoya. Alright. Oh, that's a pretty tree. Let's chop it down. Or harvest it. That'd be fun, too. Not an ogre. The name is not an ogre. How are you doing? Never been better. I'm still stuck in here just because this is the best privy I've ever been to. Do you have the potion? I do. I'll leave it near the door. Do you know what poisoned you? Yeah, it's definitely the meat pie I ate. Its taste was a bit suspicious, but I was hungry and on the road, so there wasn't much room for being picky. Who gave you that meat pie? The local cook? I think her name started with a B. I'm sure she was cooking with filthy hands. I think someone should take a closer look in her kitchen. Maybe there was something wrong with the meat she had. I always cook and eat with dirty hands. I'm as right as rain. You can't trust anyone these days with food. Better prepare everything else on your own. Well, we'll say it might be the meat. Yeah, better warn her against giving anyone this meat pie, because soon all the privies in Skalki will be blocked. I'll talk to her. It was intentional, wasn't it? Best pies around. What can I do for you? Actually, pie's the reason I was sent here. One of your clients would like to raise a complaint. Who? Frankly speaking, I'm not entirely sure. He didn't introduce himself, but he was behind the privy doors. And what did he eat? A meat pie. Maybe the meat was a bit undercooked or rotten. Always check the quality of my ingredients, and I never serve raw meat. But I remember selling a special meat pie not so long ago. I can assure you that he'll be fine and that he deserved it. Wink. Oh, good lord, it was on purpose. What did he do to attract such a ruthless act of revenge? He behaved as if he owned the place. He was haggling even though it was clear he could afford it. It's not so easy to get under my skin, but he managed to do that. I really don't think you should mess with people's food, especially when you're selling it to them. But also, I understand. Farquad. No, much better. I see the potion worked. Yes, it definitely did. Thank you very much for your help. Did you talk to the cook? I did, and she assures me that she washes her hands and that people always appreciate her cuisine and never complain. Oh. I don't know. Do we cover for her, or, what do you guys think? 1 or 2? Yeah, the Shrek reference, yeah. Telling the truth? Okay. Oh, we've got 2 for truth and 1 for cover. Oh, boy. James, what do you think, man? Oh, he might not be able to answer. So we've got Jackie for covering, Melody and Autumn for telling the truth. Josh says 1 as well. Now we have 2 and 2. I don't have a coin to flip. I could grab a D4, I suppose. Ask my cat. Well, she's downstairs because she can't be in the room when I'm streaming because she thinks I'm talking to her and she talks back. So all you would hear is cat yowls in the background. Farquad's a jerk. All right, well. All right, we got evens and odds. Odds it is. Complaints? What complaints? About your behavior. Remember never to anger the one who serves your food, pours your drinks, because you may feel the taste of their vengeance. About your behavior. Remember to never throw cooks off balance because they make some mistakes while cooking. Okay, so we can still cover for her while telling the truth. So that's actually the best of both worlds. Yeah, I'll take that advice to heart, and I'm very grateful for your help. If it weren't for you, I'd probably be stuck in that privy for eternity. Thank you. I'm sure you'd do the same for me. He probably wouldn't. Right, and then we need to tell the little girl that the ogre's out of the... Who's it? So it wasn't an ogre. I'm not sure if you're more relieved or disappointed, but the privy is all yours. You know, the man could have been an ogre, because we don't actually know what he did to piss off the cook. Now it's all so stinky. Well, that's the thing with privies, unfortunately. You'll need to get used to that.
Boys claim that our world is a flat disc balanced on the backs of 4 cows standing on a shell of a huge snail. But I think they're making fun of me.
They might be. That might be true. Virtual tours. You played this game when it got released in 2020 and was bored out of your mind. Well, it is a slow burn game. So if you're not super into maths and building and dealing with villagers and what have you, then it's probably not for you. I absolutely adore it, and I feel like it's worth every penny I spent on it, but it is definitely a slow burn game. There's not much fast-paced in it. You love it, but it can get tedious. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Autumn. And I know back in 2020, they've added a bunch of stuff since then. There's bandits, there's some other stuff, but ultimately it's the same game at its core. You build a village, you have villagers automate your village for you so that you can wander and explore. You still have to plant crops, you still have to do all of that stuff. So if that's not fun to you, that is perfectly fine. There's no judgment, but the game is probably not for you. If you're okay with those things, then yes, I would hardly recommend it. The trees are evil now. Yep, the trees will kill you if you're not paying attention. But that's not new. They did that from the get-go. It is way better than early access. That's also true. They've added quite a lot of content since then. And the new map is absolutely gorgeous. But like, this is our village virtual. We built all this ourselves. So we've got some houses here. There's a hunter shack. Second hunter shack. We've got our crafting buildings. Yeah, the devs have been absolutely amazing. Oh, I don't know, Melody. The trees in Valheim can kill you too. Remember foraging sticks and stones to make hammers? Yep. They did. They've added quite a few new things. Like we've got him getting logs for us. We've got the one over, well, we had the one over here making stuff out of the logs. There's workshops. We've got a guy running the forge. There's caves with metal in them. You can get manure for fertilizer for your crops. There's mounts now. That's exciting. Like right now we're only up to donkeys, but we've got the donkeys. Can't pick your... Yeah, you used to be able to steal the village's crops. I'm kind of sad that we can't do that anymore. So that was a great way to make money in the beginning. But like we have 3 huge fields here, and we've got them planting for us. So that we don't have to worry about it. Oh, we've tried it again. It won't let you harvest the crops from the other places. And we're even growing trees for cherries to make cherry wine once we get to the tavern. They've added quite a lot since the early access. And they did just come out with a brand new map, which is super awesome. So like there's a whole big village right there. Alright, so we have the curious boy to talk to still. Unfortunately, guys, that's probably going to have to wait for tomorrow. Oh, you meant for him to try it again. Fair enough, fair enough. I just misunderstood. I'm sorry, Autumn. We are going to have to wait until tomorrow to go talk to the boy, though, because it is already after 8. And work in the morning and all that. But, oh. You actually have a decent singing voice, lady. She's the one that gets snarky with the other villagers. I actually like her. She's fun. Before Manor Lords releases in April. Fair enough. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate that. Alright, well, we got quite a bit of questing done. We got the one in Skauki finished. We got this one on its last step. We got one of the ones in Piastovia finished. And we got 2 of the boards done. So we still have Klonica, and we've got to finish up Astoya. But we also got our first building down in the new location, which is super cool. And we finished the house down here so that we can hire some more people. But We're going to build up here for the view, I think. Got to check the kid before we log. Oh yeah, we got the kid. And then we have a cradle for it now. That's a neat addition. They swapped the bed out for a cradle when it's an infant. But yeah, we got a fair amount finished. We got some tools thrown together. We do need to upgrade into bronze for some of those tools for the villagers because they ran out in the farm. But overall, I think we had a fairly productive day. It was kind of adventurous and fun. It's nice not being tied to the village constantly. Taking it a little bit easier instead of just the massive money grind is kind of fun. But it is that time, guys. So if you learned anything useful or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, go ahead and subscribe. But either way, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. And we will catch you next time, which will be Friday. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And thank you for watching.